Minecraft Survival Island. Limited food, limited resources, and limited space. Will we be able to survive? And most importantly, will we be able to beat Minecraft? Well, today, let's find out. Hey, what is up? JWhisp here, and welcome back to Minecraft Survival Island. Here we are, back on the island. Things are going great for us. So in the last episode, we raided a piglin bastion. It was a pretty fun and crazy fight, but we successfully did it, and the most valuable thing we got from it was this nether wart right here. And this nether wart is really going to come in handy because we're going to be able to use it to make ourselves some potions. Some of those potions we'll actually need for today's video because in today's episode, I want to work on a build project. We haven't really built too much in this world, and so I want to work on making an underground base. We don't have a ton of room on our tiny island, so I think the best bet is just to move to the sea. Why are we bound by the land? We're gonna make an underwater, sort of like secret, cool, underground, sci-fi looking base. And I thought what might look really good is if we connect it to our enchanting geode down here. I'm gonna need night vision potions because it is hard to see, but I think this is the perfect location because this area is also relatively flat. We have a lot of flat sand once I clear out all this sort of seaweed, and it should be a really nice area for us to build in. Now, as for the materials, I actually did a lot of digging around here. That entire island right there was just sand, and so I cut it down a few blocks, and I bone mealed the top of it to get some grass growing and stuff, just to make it look a bit more natural and a bit better. And I also pretty much broke down the entire side of the island over here. This entire part of the island was all land, but I broke it down to water since it was like half water and there were some small pools in it and stuff. So, it looks a lot better now. I did the same thing with the bone meal just to make it look a bit better, and I'm a fan of it. But after that, we ended up with a ton of sand, and not only am I going to be using sand, but I'm going to be messing around with using stone brick. I have some deep slate I might use. We have sand, we have quartz. I want to build with some quartz, and the quartz also gave me a decent amount of XP, so I'm excited about that. And the main block we're going to be using is glass. I feel like glass just really fits that underwater vibe really well. What's nice is there's a lot of sand around here, which means there's going to be a lot of glass if I want it. And so what the main premise of this base is going to be is I'm going to make like one small little dome connecting to this geode, and then whenever I want a new type of base, whether I want a room for storage or a room for crafting, a room for smelting, whatever, whenever I want a new room, I can just make a small little hallway and another glass dome connecting to it. I think it'll look pretty cool. I've used this design before for underwater bases. It also looks pretty similar to if I were to make a base on the moon or like another planet, something like that. And so I think attaching it to the geode is going to be even better. And then we're also going to need a way to get into the base. And so I think the best bet is maybe some sort of tube. I can maybe make a tube on land. I don't know. This is going to be a project that is going to probably take more than one day. So we'll have to see how it turns out, but we definitely have enough room. We have the entire ocean floor, so I can pretty much make this base as big as I want. If I want to make it pretty small, I can make it pretty small. If I want to make it pretty big, I can make it pretty big, which is nice. We do also have that other geode right over there. Maybe I'll end up attaching the two geodes. Maybe we'll do something else in the geode. I'm not sure. We have that other geode. I have no plans for it yet, but if you guys know any build projects that'd be cool inside of a geode, let me know. I was talking about a potential geode base in the past, and I kind of tried that, but then I went for the enchanting geode with the enchanting setup inside the geode, which I think does look pretty cool. But, you know, if you have any other geode build ideas, let me know. Besides that, as of last episode, I asked for name suggestions for our new dog here. Of course, we have Moose and Wilson, and I still didn't have a name for this dog, but that episode was only about a day ago, and I still haven't chosen a name for this dog. So if you have any other last-minute name suggestions before I pick a name for this dog, leave them in the comments below. But with that, I think it's time to brew some potions, smelt all this sand, which is going to take me a long time, and get into today's episode. So I'm going to need two types of potions. We're going to need night vision so we can actually see what's going on, and water breathing so we can actually breathe while we're down there. For night vision potions, it's fairly simple. You just need to make yourself an awkward potion first using some nether wart, and then after that, go for your golden carrot. Of course, carrots are good for your eyes. So, you have the golden carrot, which will then make night vision potions. And then from there, you know, you can make different effects, like you can make it last longer if you want, which I'll probably do, so I can probably just stick with these three potions. I might make one more batch just so I have a few more. I'm not sure yet. And then for the water breathing potions, you just need to get yourself a pufferfish. For the night vision, I did decide to do redstone. This is 3 potions, each of which is 8 minutes. I think that'll be long enough, but I think I'll make one more batch just in case, just so we have that extra time and I don't have to rush while building this. I want to definitely take my time with this build. I like to make my builds look nice. I can usually make builds pretty fast, but it's always the small little detailing work at the end that takes a long time to finish. And sounds like our potion, yup, there we go, and then we just give it a redstone. The redstone is what makes a potion last longer, so it took it from 3 minutes to 8 minutes, and that's what's gonna save us. Honestly, it's really worth it, because you can more than double the life of your potion just by adding one little piece of redstone. I think you should do it with every single potion you make. Alright, here I have sort of the setup. We have the chest with all of my potions and materials I'm gonna use for building, and then we also have the rest of my glass smelting here, just because I didn't want to wait for it. So I'm gonna sort of, make this base, and I'm not really sure the size I want it. I'm not really sure what I want to do. So I'm just gonna mess around with some different designs, and I guess just see whatever ends up looking the best. Alright, let's pop some more potions and do a little progress check. I got one main dome pretty much finished, just like the outline. No detailing work or designs yet, but pretty much it's just this spherical dome made out of glass. Now what I'm gonna do, clearly I'm not done because this does not look good. What I have to do is I still have to round it out a bit more. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think what I might do on the edge here is add like one more layer of quartz like that, and then add one more wall of glass just to make it a bit more round, stuff like that. I'm going to add a band of quartz along the outside coming up to the top. And then what I'm also going to do is I do not have any sponges yet, which means I cannot get the water out of there legitimately using a sponge. So what I have to do is instead fill up the inside with an easy to break block, probably like sand or dirt, probably dirt actually, because most of my sand is going towards becoming glass right now. So I'll have to fill it up with dirt, and then we'll just break it all inside. And with that, we should be pretty set to go. That'll drain all the water out from the inside, and then we just have to worry about the detailing work and decorating and all that stuff, and it should look pretty nice once it's all finished. I'm really excited. Ooh, this next part is my favorite part of making underwater bases, because you pretty much just take your pickaxe, and I went for netherite because it's a pretty easy block to break, and yeah, just do this, and then when you're totally done, the entire thing is drained of water. So far, this base is looking pretty nice. I'm pretty excited for it so far. I don't have any detailing work, we don't have any of that done, but the main frame of it is done. Like I said, I added these quartz pillars sort of on the outside, and all I have to do is break a little bit of the glass inside because I added another layer of quartz on the outside to round off the dome a bit more, make it look a bit better. As you can see, there's now this sort of extra little layer of quartz, and it looks a little funky. So all I have to do is, let's see, where did I start off? Right here. We have some glass to break, just like this. Thankfully, we're already set. Ooh, how am I gonna get up here? Let's just place some blocks for now. Just like that, and we just have to break this, and I think just like that. Boom. We're pretty set. I mean, things are looking good. The space is going good. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on a little bit of a detailing work before I work on the next tunnel. So I'm going to make at least a little hallway heading to the geode. I'm going to figure out how I want to connect this base to the geode, and then we'll decorate the inside of this. I'm not sure what I want to use this little bubble specifically for. Like, I could use it as my main base, I could use it as a storage area, a crafting area, and looks like our potions are about to wear off, but thankfully we're underwater. I'm probably going to use a sequence of iron doors to get in and out of these bases. I think that's the best way. That way mobs won't be getting in, and we can also keep out the unwanted water. But wow, without our potions it's pretty dark, so let's keep working on the detailing. Alright, I've done some detailing progress, and I think it's time to show it off. There it is in all its glory. I'm still not 100% done or even 100% satisfied with this build. And I think the issue is the same thing I had with the geode, where I'm just limited to a very small number of blocks. Being in Survival Island, I don't have a ton of blocks, but here we go. So I envisioned this as just my first sort of main underwater base, just like my little hub setup area. We have our crafting table, some storage, a desk with some books and some decorations, just a bed, all your basic things. And then the way I decided to connect it to the enchanting geode is just with that series of doors. Now I'll probably use these doors to connect to other domes in the future. Like, for example, I can make this connecting to another glass dome. I could put another door here. I could put one here, or I could even put like a porthole somewhere up top so I can swim up and down using ladders. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we have access to this now, so now we can get to our geode without having to swim through a bunch of dangerous water. And probably what I'll do is maybe somewhere in the back of the geode here is make some sort of tunnel leading up. Ooh, we're missing a lantern here. Some tunnel going upwards or something like that. I'm not sure, just so we can get to the overworld. That way, to get to this base, I don't have to swim, but I can just climb some ladders. But yeah, I think this overall looks pretty dang nice. And once we have more of these underwater bases around here, this whole area will really come together and look pretty awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, with my last little bit of resources, I still have a few more resources in the chest, a little bit more glass, and a little bit more sand I can smelt. I think, oh, I don't remember putting a bed there. I think I want to make one more dome. Might make it a bit smaller, might make it the same size. I'm not sure. This one is 7 blocks long, and then you have a little pattern to the side. 7 blocks, and 7. So 7 by 7, and then I might make another dome, maybe 5 by 5 or 9 by 9. The reason I keep it odd numbers like that is so we have that one even block in the middle, so we can make this sort of overhang with the quartz. I think I want to add 1 block of quartz up top there. Not sure, but let's make one more dome and see how this area looks once it's all nice. I think, ooh, also, one final touch we have to do. We'll have to grab some bone meal, because I think what I want to do is bone meal the top of these, so that way we have some grass growing on top and it looks like a bit more natural and overgrown. I think it'll give it a really nice look. So let's do that really fast and see how it looks once we're finished. Alright, so we are done with the second underground base, or I guess the continuation of our underground base, and I did exactly what I said with the bone meal and gave it a little bit of an overgrown look. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. You know, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you like the grass on top, or do you prefer it without? But anyways, let's check it out. So what I've done is we have to go over here. I don't have any sort of official system to get in and out, so I just have that little half block right there, and looks like I got stuck. Uh-oh. But if you go through the ladder here, we will get into the first, which is like the little hub building. And then over here, I decided to make this second little area our storage room. So we have chests, barrels, stuff like that. Any kind of storage we could ever want, we have in here. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll probably add a few more of these in the future. I'll probably make another one of these. That's maybe like a smelting / crafting room with all my different tables and stuff like that. Smithing table, crafting table, furnace. I think that'd be pretty cool, but overall, I'm pretty proud of these bases, and what's really nice with them is the view. You can see all the fish, axolotls, drowns, all that stuff, even the coral reef. It looks so pretty from the inside. But there we go, that is officially it for today's episode. I'm genuinely curious though, what do you think? Do you like this design for underwater bases? Are you not a big fan? Personally, I like it. The only thing I don't know if I like about it is the whole overgrown aspect. I thought it would look cool, having it look like it was there a while and overgrown, but I'm not sure. Looking on it now, I'm not sure I'm a fan. So let me know what you think about the overall design. I'm still a fan of it though, and hopefully it could give you guys some fun inspiration and all that stuff. But before I end today's video, I want to briefly mention, I mentioned this in my last few videos, and I'm going to mention it for a little while longer while it's still a new thing. I have started streaming on Twitch again. I'm really grinding for partner, and I have started uploading on my second channel. The videos on my second channel are actually doing pretty well, and they're really awesome. They're a lot different than the normal style of content I do over here, so you will definitely enjoy the second channel videos. But that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. My name is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.